So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a ceramic mold out of these styrofoam heads that you get from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any craft store. You can order them online if you prefer. These are really simple to make. They take between 2 and 4 weeks to dry, and then you can start pouring them. And we've got some great ideas on what to use these blanks as. Now you can't just make a mold of someone else's stuff and sell it. That's copyright infringement. We don't do that here. We're going to turn this into something completely different. So if you want to know how to do that, follow along. So we're going to clean this up to make sure that the clay only comes to the line and out. We're going to do this all the way around just to the line. And if you notice, the line is not exact right in the center, and that's because the head is tilted. This is old sculpting clay that I had sitting around. I'm going to build this up. Now, if you got some little blocks of wood or something to put around here to fill in the void so you don't have to have so much clay, it's probably a great idea. I don't have any on me. So you're going to put it around. You're going to notice where the line is. And this could be the line that's already on your found object or one that you've drawn on your object. I'm going to push it down into it, and then we get a very crisp line here. Okay, the next step is we're going to go ahead and put these boards into place, and we're going to see what we have left. I'm going to leave this side open once I get everything in place for you so you can kind of see what else is going on in here, and then I will close it up and we'll mix up some plaster and I will show you the next steps.
Rolling clay on the table in a ball. Gonna make a mug or a plate or a wall. Fingers sticky, hands a little gray. Love this messy sculpting kind of day. Spin, spin on the wheel, let's go. Shaping dreams from the...
If you can see, we're not touching in a few spots. I'm going to go ahead and build this out for a second. Make sure I have as much clay on there as that I need. And then I'm going to put all of the cuddle boards on here, tighten them up, and we're going to fill in all of the gaps and smooth it out the best we can.
Slip, slide, feel the laughter grow.
Get an old paintbrush and some petroleum jelly and put it on it. It'll keep it from drying out. I mean, it won't keep it from drying out totally, but for a long time. Long enough for us to finish what we're doing.
Clean soul show. Cut the clay with a string so fine. Watch it slice like a...
I'm going to take a little tool, and you can use anything. You can use a butter knife. I like something with a good point on it, and something with a rounded point on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here at an angle like this, tilted, and we're going to take away just that top little bit all the way around it. Now the reason why we do that is because we want that built up with plaster. So we have something to remove once it comes out, because you're going to want to remove it. You're going to want to sand it down and make it pretty, and if there's no room for that, your sides are going to be all curved. So you want your sides as straight as possible. I mean, we are going to curve them a little bit, but you don't want them down like this. Plus, it's awkward when you go to pour part 2. So just take it and remove just a little bit. I mean, little bit. This is not wanting to come out. Remove just a little bit at an angle to give the plaster a place to go. Now the next step, we're going to take this Vaseline, and I'm really running low, but we're going to put it all on the inside of this mold for a mold release from the wood, and we're going to put it on the clay, and we're going to put it on the face.
Creating magic on this twirling dance. Every piece, give it just one chance. Spin, spin on the wheel. Shaping dreams from the earth, you know. Slip, slide, feel the laughter grow. Dirty hands, but a clean soul show. Potter's wheel with a rhythm so sweet.
Now, everywhere that we put hot glue, we're going to put clay. We're going to put it over it just to make sure that everything goes off without a hitch. Because this stuff, when it starts leaking, good luck stopping it. You can stop it, but you better have a lot of this.
Every twist makes my heart beat. Wet clay flying like it's all
Once you have it on here, take your Vaseline and go over it. This will just give you a little more work time is all. If you're fast, no need. If you're slow, yeah, I suggest it. And I'm not slow, but I don't like to be rushed, so there you go. All right, moving on. Okay, the mold is ready for plaster. We're going to mix the plaster and pour it in before our clay dries. So this is not something that you can wait until tomorrow to do. Once we pour this in, then you can wait. So you can turn this into a 2-day thing if you want to, but there's really no need. It goes so fast. Unless you're struggling with the heat like I am. So we'll see. But this is the way it looks close up. This is the part we'll be molding, the part that's sticking out. If you notice, there are no undercuts in this head at all. Okay, I just showed you the picture of my instructions. I got this off Ceramic Arts Daily, but then I went ahead and I figured up the ounces on this side because I like to kind of stick with one thing. So y'all can go there and get theirs, or you can copy this one down. We're going to zero it out, which means to start this with the bowl on. You see this bowl weighs 8.1 ounces. Now it's 0. This is where we want it. So we're going to use the 3 quarts of water, 96 ounces, and we're going to use the 9 pounds, or 8 pounds, 9 ounces of Potter's Plaster number 1.
Throw that clay, let the shapes appear. From my mind to my hands so clear. Every pot tells a little tale. In this art will never fail.
Both of these in here, and we're going to mix it with our hands. You have to put, something floating in here. You have to put the water in first, then the plaster. If you try to put water into plaster, it's not going to work, and you have to do it really slow. Okay, now we're going to mix this, and the point of what we're going to do right here is we're just going to get as many lumps out as we can. Air bubbles out before we begin to pour. And apparently any foreign objects. I washed this bowl, so I'm not sure where that came from. It may have been in the plaster. I don't know. You can see it's starting to thicken up a little bit. So it is time for us to pour. You can see that we had a little bit, the clay pulled away from here a little bit, so when the plaster was poured in, it kind of seeped in, but that's okay. It's not, that doesn't hurt anything. We're gonna save as much of this clay as we can though, because we're gonna reuse it for another project. And we can keep reusing this over and over. That's okay. We're going to put this right back together. After we clean this up, it'll slide right back in there, so no worries. Just try not to do that. Just try not to do that. Now we're going to clean up this mold. So to do that, we're going to need our planer. And you can get this at any wood shop. This one has been used and abused. It's very old. But see that ledge that we put in here? It would be going down like this if we didn't come in and make our cuts. So now we have this and we can take it off just like this. We're gonna be smoothing all of this down. Be careful when you get around that though. Okay, so we're going to glue this back together and put it back in here. That'll be fine. Now we're going to get a nickel and put in our keyholes. Okay, so you can use quarters, pennies, dimes. I prefer a nickel. It makes the perfect hole. You put it in your drill just like this. Don't go too deep because you don't want to undercut. I'm going to put a tiny little one there. Okay, so we're in there pretty good. Now there's a couple little problem spots that I see that I'm going to have an issue with that need to come down before I do this mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these and I'm going to take the head out and I'm going to take a little bit of material out of there. So I can see it's going to be a problem from here, not so much, to about here. We can remove stuff from here. Now on this, going from line to line, we're going to just do a little tiny bit, and then we're going to test it. Feather it out. Much better. Okay, well, this looks like it's going to be pretty good. The last step will be, you see how far we brought that down in spots to make it fit? This is now ready for part 2. I glued this back. I didn't have to. You don't have to. I mean, the best thing is probably to have 2 of these because these are weak, but it's back in there. Everything is cleaned up. The coddle boards are back on and secured. So now we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of video. We're going to come in, over, up. We're going to put our cork back in there and go all the way around it. We're going to go all the way around this with the hot glue and then the clay, and we're going to mix up the Potter's Plaster #1 and pour it in here. So now we're just going to keep knocking down the high spots on this. Be careful not to get into here. So careful, or you'll get a mold that leaks. You don't want a mold that leaks. Don't take these down too much. Just take the high spots off that you can obviously tell that weren't supposed to be there. Because remember, any of this flat stuff mirrors this exactly. So don't come in here because it ain't going to work. Stay to the outside rim. Make it go flat. And tip it up. Make sure all your corners are going to be rounded. Now, we're going to clean all of these out with a brush. And then we're going to band them together and we're going to leave it like that for 3 to 4 weeks. Line up the keyholes. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, although I like it a little better than that. So we'll round this out. Just because we want to, not that you need to, it doesn't matter. But if you want it to be pretty. Okay.
Rolling clay on the table in a ball. Gonna make a mug or a plate or a wall. Fingers sticky, hands a little gray. Love this messy, sculpting kind of day.
Here we go. Now we're going to set this up to dry. Okay, so you can see that the mold came out really well. It's going to dry for between 2 and 4 weeks. And then we're going to have a blank of one of these. Now, in the next video, we're going to do these 2. Now, you may think that these are going to be exactly the same. They're not. We started with the easiest one. This one right here will probably be the next easiest one to do because of the ears. You can see the line comes up and around the ears, so that's going to be pretty easy, I think. But this one is a little more, there's still no undercuts on this, so technically we can still do it the same way, but you're going to have to clean those ears each time. So just for the sake of knowledge, I'm going to show you how we can do these ears a little differently. So these are going to be 2 different ways to do, well, actually 3 different ways to do the same thing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe and follow along. I'm going to start doing some lives once I get on the wheel. If it'll ever stop raining, because I like to kind of work outside on the wheel, or at least with my bay doors open. And I hope I can teach you something. Thanks.